Iceberg magazines that we provided, so these are just the ones there. No, that's not really it.
It can even just be like things you like to look at as well, can't it?
And that helps me go to the gym.
You can do a picture of that one in the ocean if he's not anywhere.
China is...
Yeah, you can grow it there everywhere.
The environmental is quite often to do with the actual material. So maybe organic, like you said, can come into it. The pesticides, fertilizers, things like that that are used to produce them sometimes can be damaging, as can the amount of water taken to create to grow the cotton. The labour, so somebody talked about no child labour and a fair working condition there. On the place it's from, is it a brand and what's it made of?
And if it's not a brand?
If it's not a brand, you don't have to put it's a brand. Some of them are not a brand and it doesn't say where it's made. So you could just put it in the sea if it doesn't have a country. You can chop them up as well.
Yeah.
I need to...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Why did you look?
what I found best.
Because it's simple.
Maybe already and one
If you suppose draw it with somebody, will you really draw
It
this?
is easy to create on computer.
I think it will be
Print out, I will print out and give you.
I think
Don't
that
worry.
The E is on the city.
Yeah, but it can be mysterious.
city?
This one, this is like question mark.
They creative.
what does it
meaning
so what
what
does
is
it say?
I mean,
Which logo is the best?
Vice president and this kind of stuff, so there are other issues that are more urgent there. So, but I think in France there is this law from what I've heard. Do you know something about it?
In France, they didn't, for the moment, accept the remaining that.
This is the house for the grandmothers or for the wolves. So if you know the grandmother or the wolf, you could offer this type of project for them. You can promote different parts of the story, make them much more important than they really are. Positioning basically means if you want a story to have a big impact, you put it right at the top of the TV show or right at the top of the newspaper, and you put it in the place where people read first.
And when things were not being understood, there was not being communicated that it was not being understood always. I didn't always know if the communication was clear.
I'm much more used to spending a lot of time dedicating energy to balancing the differences within the group, and it is sometimes exhausting, but it's very rewarding.
Genghis Khan, Bonaparte, Stalin, Lenin, Alexander the Great, they were all conquerors.
Well, that's a similarity, but I would dispute that there are differences between them.
Of course, but their aim was to conquer something.
Yeah.
Their aim was to conquer something.
Yeah, but Hitler had a lot meaner way of doing it.
Because he was in the new era, he had the means of doing that.
Well, that's a big discussion with the
That's a very big discussion to have.
Yeah, it's just saying the perception of people.
It's absolutely,
Because all of those people conquered something, you know?
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah, this is kind of one.
We are doing those quiz. No, I'm thinking.